Okay, you're trying to maximize the area of this rectangular pen for your animals. You need your pen like you make your pen like this diagram using 1,000 feet of fencing. What are the dimensions to maximize the area? Okay, I want you to put some L's and W's on that. So if that's a width, we can call that width, and that we can call as a length. So now, what do I know? I know that all of those add up to 1,000 because that's how much fence I have. So all of that fence will total 1,000. Okay, so the next thing I know is that I want to get the area, maximize the area. So area is a formula for a rectangle, length times width. And I'm maximizing this, so I know I'm making a quadratic, but I can't have a quadratic with two different letters in it. So now you're going to go to this sentence, and you're going to try to get a variable alone and then use a substitution. So if I subtract 3w, I can get L alone. Now I can use this expression and replace the L. Does that seem legit in math? If something is equivalent, you can replace it. So the area equals okay, so at this point you're going to want to FOIL that out or distribute it out. Okay, so once I'm here, this is my quadratic, and I can see that it's going to open downward because it's got a slope of -3, and I'm trying to maximize it, so I would like to know the vertex. How do you get the vertex in this form? You need to start with the -b over 2a formula, right? The x of the vertex. Okay, what is the b number though? Yeah, this is the b because it's with the w. This is the a because it's with the w squared. So -1,000. So I got 166.67 feet is, what is that anyway? It's normally the x, but I don't have x. So this is not the x, it's actually the w. Okay, now you'd have to pay attention. I want to know the dimensions. So now I have to go over here and I have to figure out the length. So length equals 1,000 subtract 3 times the w. Okay, and we did round a little bit there, so I'm actually not rounding when I'm doing it. So that times 3 is 500. What's 1,000 minus 500? 500. If I ever asked you to find area, you would have to plug this value in to here, because look what the output is. That output is area. But when I plug it into this, the output is the L. So just be careful what you need to find. Okay. You sell concert tickets for $10. At this price, 500 people come. So let's make this statement. The revenue you make is your ticket price times the people that come. Okay, so we said we're selling tickets, so $10 for tickets there. And when you're doing that, 500 people come, so that will go in there. If you increase the price by $1, so if this price increases by $1, then 10 fewer people come. But what would I need in this? An X. Because if this goes up by 1, it could go up by 2, it could, I don't know. But for every time that's going up, that has to drop accordingly. So if this goes up 2, this goes down 20. 3, 30. Okay, now what? We're basically here. So what are our steps? Foiling it out, negative b over 2a. So just when you're done your foiling, you have to understand which part is the A, which is the B, what's the C. Okay, so negative B, so negative 400 over 2 times negative 10. So that ends up being 20. When you're doing this, if you're doing this in your calculator, if you type that in, you're going to get it wrong, by the way. If you do type that in, you need to make sure you have brackets on that, right? Okay, so I asked you, what is the ticket price? So what do I do with this 20? That's where my ticket price is. This represents my ticket price. Now, do I know what X is? Yeah. This is the X value. X of the vertex. So what is the ticket price? You need to go up $20, so your ticket price would be $30. And again, you have to be careful what I ask you. I asked for the price. If I asked for the revenue, you would plug it into this to get the revenue.